Hi, Victoria here from HBA Encompass, the Bookkeeper Hub, and author of Zest for Success. Now, as you know, we're talking in this series of videos about how we've grown the Bookkeeper Hub using the Zest for Success method. And today I'm going to talk about my pet topic. Yesterday was I suppose my second pet topic, which is processes and procedures, but bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is 101 fundamental for your business. So I know not everyone likes bookkeeping, and I get that. That's why we exist. We're here to make your life easier. Whether it's doing your bookkeeping, training you in bookkeeping, or fixing your bookkeeping, the Bookkeeper Hub can help. But aside from that, let's talk about some of the things you need to think about regarding bookkeeping of your business. So let's start as to why you need bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is a method of recording what has gone on in your business. It's a matter of recording what sales you have, what expenses you have, what capital items like desks or cars or computers that you've bought, recording your GST, your taxation liabilities, being able to work out, are you profitable? Being able to determine, I want to put on a new staff member, can I afford it? Or can I not afford it? Or can I afford not to put them on? So bookkeeping underlies all of that. Included in that, of course, is payroll, knowing how much to pay your employees and making sure you're on the right side of all the payroll legislation. So let's get down and dirty and just talk about a couple of things that you really need to know about your bookkeeping. So first of all, I'm just going to backtrack here. I'm not talking about putting it all into Xero or the actual system that you use. I'm just talking about things that you need to do within your business. If you want help with Xero, we can help with that. So let's get back to bookkeeping basics. So the first one is sales. If you sell something to somebody, which hopefully you do or you don't have a business, whether it be a service or a product, you need to give them an invoice. And whatever the invoice is that you give them, you need to take a copy of it. If you are registered for GST, there are certain requirements that you need to have on those invoices. It needs to say tax invoice. It needs to have your name, your address, and your ABN. It needs to give a description of what it is that you're selling, and then whether there is GST on that price and a total. Ideally, to be smart about this, you want to make sure you've got your bank details so people can pay you. It's no use sending an invoice out to someone if no one can pay you. The days of people putting checks in the mail are well and truly gone. And as we've spoken about in earlier sessions, you want to make sure that you get paid as quickly and promptly as you can. So whether it be a manual docket book or a program like Xero, the theory is exactly the same. Your invoices need to have this information and copies need to be kept. And to take it a step further, if you're giving credit to people that they're buying something and they're paying you later, you need to have some kind of system or process as to keeping track of who's paid you and who hasn't, so you can make sure that you can follow up being paid. The next thing you need to have are receipts for any money that you spend. Everything over $75, if you want to claim GST on it, needs a receipt. Everything full stop, if you want to claim a tax deduction for it, needs to have a receipt. Now, a receipt does not necessarily have to be showing that you've paid something. It can be an invoice for something. So you need to have some kind of system for keeping those receipts so that should you need to look back at them, should the ATO come calling, should your bookkeeper or accountant want additional information, that you can find them. So that's why we love Xero, because it has the ability to keep copies of receipts in there and match them to transactions. If you are buying things on credit, meaning you're not paying for them straight away, you need to have a process or procedure about keeping track of who you've paid and who you haven't. So that's a bit of bookkeeping 101. I'm going to delve more into bookkeeping in our next session. I want to keep this short and sweet. My task for you today is to think about how you're going to keep your paperwork. I know I keep harping on to Xero, but there are heaps of different add-ons that go on to Xero as well to make it quick and easy for you to keep these receipts. Things like IQ Boxy, Squirrel Street, HubDoc, Shoeboxed. What's the other one? I can't even think of it. Doesn't matter. There are hundreds of different add-ons that you can put in with Xero that will allow you to take a picture on your phone and upload that receipt that it comes into your accounting system. It saves it. It's there for posterity. You don't have to worry about having files stored in boxes in the back bedroom of your house. So that's all I have for today, and I'll see you on the other side.